Hi everybody, RealWatchReview.com. We give you the most in-depth watch reviews. We spent 2 weeks with the Wilson Watchworks 43mm military chronograph, which is inspired by the Hoyer Bundeswehr, and I wanted to give you some final thoughts as well as some a look at the look and feel of the watch. So let's start with the band, and this band is a Bundstrap, and many people know that the Bundstrap had a bit of a popular resurgence a few years ago, and you could get them from many different brands, and they were usually quite big. And the Wilson Watchworks really lends itself back to the old style. So this is what the original Bundstraps were like. They're much smaller, and they follow the profile of the case, which makes them very, very comfortable and not so big and gaudy. And you can wear it in a normal setting, you know, where you'd usually wear just a typical watch strap, and it's not going to stick out or look gaudy or anything like that. So I really like that about it. Also, it's really comfortable, and the reason for that is because you never actually touch the case to your skin. This strap completely protects you from all of that. So when you're bending your wrist or anything, you're not going to have actually any metal contact. So I really like that about it, and it really makes it very comfortable. So the function of the watch is very good. I actually used the chrono a couple times, and very easy to use. The throws on these buttons are very long, and so you get a long mechanical click to it, which is nice. Don't end up hitting it on accident, which is very good. And they're not too hard to push, but they're just the right kind of spring back to them. So the power reserve is very good on this. I actually let it sit for a day and a half and never wound it. I wound it for about 25 times or so, and that kept it going for plenty of time. So the crown on this is actually very nice. It's a very precise design. You can see that they put a lot of thought into it, and not only the crown, but the whole watch itself has a lot of detail to it. All the little hash marks and the numbers next to all the minutes are very, very well thought out and well placed, and just very well manufactured. So I like that quite a bit. Otherwise, I wanted to talk about one other thing about the strap, is that it's a very stiff strap, and that's a good thing. And what that allows the strap to do is mold itself to your wrist over time. So you'll have the bund section here that will mold itself, and then the strap itself. So this is a little bit thinner band, and it took me about a few days, and it finally you know, molded itself to my wrist. As you can see, it's nice and bent now. So I have a 7 1/4 inch wrist, and I use the second to last hole on here as far as length. So if you have a larger wrist than that, you may want to check with Chris at Wilson Watchworks just to make sure it's going to fit you okay. I'm sure they can accommodate something different. But most people don't have as large of a wrist as I do, and it was actually a little bit, I wear my watches a little bit loose, and so you just have to take into effect that this is going to take some extra strap length from you, because it's really doubling the size of the case. Overall, wonderful watch, very much like it. If you're in the market for a seagull movement chronograph, a manual wind, this is really a great pick. Some of the other ones you'll see have an acrylic sapphire to them, or an acrylic dial cover, which really, you know, you're going to scratch and it's going to kind of hit things. This is a mineral crystal, so you're not going to have that problem, and it's not going to get as many scratches on it as long as you're good to it. So if you have any specific questions about this watch, feel free to ask them on YouTube, or as well as the site itself in the comments section. But great watch, Wilson Watchworks 43mm chronograph, realwatchreview.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for the next review.